All right, we're here with Kurt McInnes to talk about the second annual Poetry Cafe. How you doing, Kurt?
Good, thanks.
All right. First of all, Kurt, tell us what you do here at Chipola.
Well, I teach English in the Literature and Language Department. I've been here for, let's see, since 2012, so 9 years.
Wow.
Now. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And I know you're a popular teacher because one of my children had you for one or two classes, and he just adored the way you taught and everything.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing a good job
Yeah.
with teaching the students. When you're teaching literature, you cover poetry, right?
Oh yes, quite a bit actually. In 1102, we cover poetry as a genre, and then in English Lit 1 and 2, which I also teach, we cover a lot of poetry
Right.
in those classes. So yeah,
Okay.
it's
All right.
great.
And I went to the first annual, which was not last year,
Yeah.
but 2 years ago because of the
Right.
pandemic. And
Yeah.
I was not expecting much. And I was so pleasantly surprised. We had so many just bright, articulate students, and they had written some really good stuff.
They really had. I mean, it was. I was pleasantly surprised too. I won't say I wasn't expecting much, but
Yeah.
I was.
Well, you had seen some of the
Yeah,
work before,
right.
so.
But I got a lot more than I was expecting, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not saying the third annual. We got waylaid last year,
Exactly.
like everything did. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, we're glad to be back.
Yeah. Now, do you have any idea how many you're expecting for the event this year?
No, we've lost some momentum. We did an interview like this a little over a year ago,
Right.
last spring, in preparation for the second one. But and so I was expecting more at that time, but now we've lost a year, so
Sure.
it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But however many it is, that'll be
Yeah,
great.
and because we're not completely back to normal,
Yep.
we're doing it in a little different way
Yeah,
than the
yeah.
last time.
Yeah, it's going to be outside this time, which I really think we might have found our niche. We'll see when the time comes in June. But yeah, Evelyn Ward and Connie Smith suggested that we do it out on the west patio of the theater complex.
Right.
And I went over there and looked with them, and we sort of mapped out. And of course, Connie is a great creative mind, and she's already wheels are turning as she figures out how to make it look great.
Right.
And so I think it's going to be really special.
That's neat. And
Yeah.
so I don't really know east from west, but that would be the front side of the Center for the Arts that is closest to the art gallery. Is that right?
That's
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
And it's a beautiful patio area,
Yes.
which I think we've had. I think we had a band out there when we cut the ribbon on the Center
Oh,
for the Arts.
yeah.
So it's a really neat space. And of course, in Florida, it only rains every half hour. So what's the rain plan?
We have a real easy rain plan. The lobby is right there.
Okay.
So we'll just duck inside if we need to.
Right, and the lobby, to me,
It's
is one of the most
awesome.
beautiful places
Yeah.
on campus.
Yeah.
And you could easily seat a couple hundred people
Right.
in there.
And you'll still get the beautiful view. We're hoping for a nice sunset
Yeah.
At the time that we're meeting.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah, great. And so it is Thursday, June 3rd at 7 p.m.
Yes.
On the west patio of the Center for the Arts. Let's talk about our guest speaker
Okay.
for the event.
All right. Our guest speaker is Sean O. Smith, which is actually a pen name, and you'll get to meet. You'll have to come to see who this gentleman is. But he's a prolific poet. He writes a lot of poetry. He has a specialty in the self-publishing arena. He has self-published several books on Amazon, both in print versions and in Kindle versions. And so he knows that area, and hopefully he's going to talk about that some, along with his process. So
Okay. Now, is he an alumnus of Chipola?
he is.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
So you taught him
I did.
in a few classes?
I did,
That's
couple
great.
times, yeah,
That
yeah.
is great. Super. Well, it's sponsored by Literature and Language Department. And tell us what Phi Theta Kappa Honors are doing to help with this
Well,
event.
the first time we had it, we did refreshments, and they provided that, and it was an honors seminar. So it's not really, we're not doing refreshments this time just because of social distancing
Right.
and that kind of thing. So you can bring your own coffee or whatever you
Right.
want, so Phi Theta Kappa and honors were just very supportive, and we've got them coming again. It's not going to be an honors seminar because of the time of year, but they're just good partners to have.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's great. And let's see, feel free to bring lawn chairs.
Yeah, now we're gonna have the little cafe tables, they're about this big
Okay.
around, and we'll have chairs around them. But there's some grassy areas out
Okay.
there too, so you can bring a lawn chair, you can bring a blanket if you wanna sit
Oh,
picnic
how
style.
neat. Yeah.
That's totally fun.
Okay, yeah, wouldn't that be great
Yeah.
if we exceeded the number of chairs that we had
That
and
would
people
be-
were just sprawled all over the lawn?
It would be
Yeah,
great.
that sounds like a really cool poetry reading.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Kurt, thanks for coming in today. And again, the Chipola Poetry Cafe, second annual, is Thursday, June 3rd at 7 o'clock. And if someone wants to ask you, like maybe a student might be watching this and they want to present something, can they talk to you about that?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
And-
My phone number in my office is 850-718-2275.
Okay.
And so you can call there and leave a message if I'm not there. Or you can email me at mcinnisk, MCINNISK, @chipola.edu.
Okay.
And we'd love to entertain any poetry that anybody wants to submit.
Great, okay. Well, thanks a lot, Kurt.
Thank you.